Who have we got here today?
I'm Dan Tape, and I came top 4 at the Brotherhood Regional at the London Card Show on Maliss.
Congratulations, let's get into the list.
Yeah, sure. So, first of all, we're playing the standard 2 Dormouse, 2 White Rabbit, and 2 Maliss and Underground. They're the best cards, they're full combo, you love them. Like, it's, yeah, you want to see these, like, they limited them for a good reason. And then on top of that, we're also playing as a starter Gold Sarcophagus and Terraforming. So those are all your 1-card starters. It's kind of a standard Maliss list by now. Like, that's kind of what you've seen. We were playing 3 of the brand new starter, backup Adignista. This card is crazy, like, just enables you to extend when you really shouldn't, and like gives Maliss like basically back those starters it lost. And then we're playing, of course, the 1 Wizard to add off this. It's a great extension target, and like also like just opening this with a Maliss name is still like extension for days. It's really, really good. Yeah, insane. I was playing 3 March Hare because it is a really, really good card. Like, just being able to play on your opponent's turn won me a couple of games, and being able to start playing with my opponent before they were ready for me to be playing with them, and setting up things like looping and searching out things before I should be, like, it's a really, really good card. And then I was only playing 2 of the cat. I opted out. I never like seeing it really in an opening hand, so like the bare engine requirement is 2, so that's kind of where I was going with it. Like, I just want 1 in case I open 1. I don't really want to see it that often. It only really is combo when you pair it with a Bestial or a Match Hare. So, and then we were playing the other Maliss engine cards. We were playing 1 Maliss in the mirror, 107, and 106 in the main deck. Honestly, I dislike this card. Yeah, it comes up in weird scenarios, but like generally, like, this was my side out, which is really weird. But it just seems weird to me that you cut TB11 and then put in a card that doesn't do anything on its own, and this whole format seems to be about optimizing cards that do things on their own rather than having cards that don't.
So did you miss TB11 today?
No, not at all. Like, this is full combo now with the White Rabbit. So, and the amount of times that I also would normal the White Rabbit and then activate this into a like established board, and they like normal White Rabbit looks really weak, and then you use this to add March Hare to then unclog like a Maliss name, when you've got lots of Maliss names in hand. Like, people rarely interacted with that, which was really bad. Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have the non-engine, which we have a lot of. We're playing 3 Fua and 2 Perilia. This is like the Charmy Rich format. There's so many decks that can play through now combinations of 2 hand traps. It's very much like the info format. So like, I just wanted cards that stop people playing for as much as possible, and that was kind of the main logic towards that. In the same vein, I was playing 1 Shifter. As long as you don't get Maliss players, I think it's pretty good. And when I talk about it to Maliss players, I say nobody knows how to play through Shifter and knows how to play under it correctly usually. And this card won me my first game absolutely beautifully, because it just like against like a Snake Eyes pile piloted by my friend Milton, because essentially it's a hand trap that just ends people's turns. It's still really, really good, and more people should play it. And then other non-engine, I was playing 3 Imperm with the 3 Impulse. I think the pairing of these is just incredible. Being able to destroy something and hit somebody in a choke point where they don't normally get hit, like, it's insane. Impulse as well, just holding it in hand and being able to like play it on the play against Maliss, and yeah, it's insane to play around things like Nib and play around things bringing stuff back. We were playing 2 Bestials, which is kind of standard for every Maliss list. They're extension, and they're really good against Mitsu. They're kind of good against Maliss when you hit them in a choke point, and yeah, a hand trap that searches itself is broken. I was playing 3 Nib. It's the best hand trap against Nib. Sorry, not against Nib, against Maliss, I find, like, a lot of the time, like, and certain people just play into it. Like, it is like play aroundable, but like if you pair it with another thing, it's really, really good, and it doesn't trade 1 for 1 a lot of the time. And then on the same sort of logic, I was playing 3 Droll. We're not playing Ash in the main deck because in the ideal scenario to me, like I was only opening Ash going second into like decks where they could play through Ash pretty easily. I wanted draw, and in the idea that we trade with Charmies, I can just draw myself and play Malice. I can go full combo pretty much under that, and just sack off the Adignista stuff.
Perfect. So how many cards in main was that?
That's 40. That is solid 40. We want to optimize opening the good cards, so that's kind of what it is. Like, there's not a lot of bricks in Malice, and like, yeah, it's always 40, and that's kind of what I've been playing for the last couple of formats. So
Makes sense. Should we do extra?
yeah, let's do extra. I was playing our 3 standard Malice cards. They're all really, really good. You wouldn't want to play more than one. I even got Unicorn ripped a couple of times, and you just pivot through other ones. It's fine. I really like them. And then we were playing the full set of 1-ofs. We were playing 1 Owl Mirage, 1 Link Spider, 1 Linguribo, 2 Linguribo. You go through 1 Linguribo in combo, and it's insane against Malice in the mirror. It's in not the spell card, but in the mirror, it's like insane to make Linguribo and be able to leverage that. Link Spider is if we get nibbed. We made this today, and like if you hold the Adignista stuff, you can just go straight full combo. And then if we open too many Charmies, we can go into Owl Mirage, and that with an Adignista gets you loads and loads of bodies.
Yeah, makes sense.
Link ones are broken. Play more Link ones. Then we were playing just standard OTK access code. Access code is great. Killed loads of people.
That's what we like to hear.
Some like in my sort of extenders, I tried to opt to play as many like level Link 2 sort of extenders as I could. The idea was I want to try and play through stuff and get into simplified game states and always have like sort of outs to things. Darks for the mirror, Cyber's Wicked's search for new cards, Splash is just generically good, and so's SP. I made all of these today and they all did really well.
Yep.
My kind of tech slots were Firewall. It's just a really, really good card. It didn't really come up today, but I kind of wanted something on the own board, so it was either this or Topologic, and yeah, I can go up for Firewall again. Like, the idea of bouncing back March Hairs and things is really, really good. Nightmare Cerberus, it's my out for Chaos Hunter. I didn't want to play Topological, because in testing, in like, to out Chaos Hunter, I didn't like how certain hands couldn't then play through the Chaos Hunter, while with Cerberus, if I open like Dormouse plus then a field spell, I can play straight through. Like, I didn't make it today, but thank God. And then my star card was Typhon today. Like, in simplified game states, this wins me so much games, and so many people would Lancia me, and I'd put them into a game state which they couldn't win because I had Typhon and I'd outed like their board and then just passed back on hand traps. This card's really, really good. I love it in Malice, especially because Lancia is still running Wraith, and like it gives you more to do under Lancia.
Makes sense. How come we not playing the Echo Talker, the Omni Negate?
It's kind of win more. Like, if I get to that position, it's either like in a very vulnerable state where like I was fearing that people could just ghost spell it and like nib and pair it really well and just like take the entire thing. I really don't like sort of the win more cards, and I would rather have stuff that helps me play through boards and like do more game states. And like most of the time, like I didn't get to go full combo, and if I did, I'd already won the game anyway. Like, it didn't come up and it was fine.
Very win more then, makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool, let's move on to your side deck.
Yeah, sure. We have one Call by Grave. Every Malice's like favorite card. Like, you side it into games 2 and 3 because of Lancia and stuff.
Yep.
But you don't really need it because like you could play it because of the Charmies now, but like I found that like even in the simplified game states against the Charmies, I would just pick the right decision on where to go and do really well against it. I'm mainly for side patterns playing 2 of the Meows. It was kind of like it only really came in against Malice, but like it's still a really good card, and like I was looking for 2 for the slot. I'm playing to respect Malice more. I'm playing Chaos Hunter. I'm playing Artifact Lancia. In testing at my locals, some people are just not running out to Chaos Hunter, which is really bizarre, but like Malice players would just lose.
Greedy.
And like I encountered a couple, and I don't know if they were playing outs to it, but like yeah, I never saw it, but yeah, in theory, I said to everyone that all of my friends basically play Chaos Hunter this weekend. It'll do you really well, and everybody's said it has.
You did say
And
that.
then our go first cards are Strikes and Ashes. I only really wanted Ashes when I was going first. As I said, I didn't really want them when I was going second. So, and then Strike is just crazy. And being able to hold a strike so long that you then get your turn passed back to you and you get to strike a Lancia feels absolutely incredible. Also striking like Link 2s from Maliss and stuff. Yeah, it's an incredible card.
It makes sense. All right, fantastic. Thank you. Do you want to go through your matchups today?
Yeah, I had Snake Eyes Crystal Beasts, which I didn't get to see it go full combo, but like I was very scared of it. I then had Mitsurugi Ryzeal, which was terrifying, and the guy piloting it, if he had like more time to practice it, I think he would have like cooked me. We had some really interesting game states. I then played against Stun. I 2-0'd that very quickly, even losing the die roll. The Stun player, I don't think knew what Maliss cards did particularly that much, but yeah. I then played Heraldic Beasts with Ryzeal, with Mitsurugi, which Droll kind of came in, and that decision to main deck a Droll like really paid off. I then had 2 Maliss mirrors back to back with 2 French duelists. They were incredible at Maliss and really, really good pilots.
But you were better.
Yeah, I still haven't lost to Maliss an event, which is really weird. I've done the mirror loads of times, but I still haven't lost to it while I'm on Maliss, which is really cool. I don't know if I'm getting lucky or I'm just piloting it better, but it's cool. I then had Pure Cash, which won the whole event. I kind of butchered it with setting a terraforming I shouldn't and got it dusted, and that kind of like changed the outcome of the game, but he piloted it really well and was lovely, and yeah, really good guy. Like he deserves he won the whole event and he really deserves it. And then my final was Maliss again, and we had a Maliss mirror and we don't lose those. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, I had a lovely time. Shout outs to all the guys in Chain Lancia, and like especially Sean and Tingley, who helped me for testing, and like are just phenomenal human beings. And yeah, thank you, Darshan.
There it is. Thank you very much, Dan. Cheers.